Hi, my name is Leslie Stonehocker, and I'm a Drake student enrolled in the Adult Learning and Organizational Performance Master's Degree Program. My Pecha Kucha presentation is on stress, its impacts on learning, and mindfulness meditation as a method to improve both. Stress. We all know what it is and what it feels like. Let me share this picture with you when I was at the conference in Dallas during the 2011 tornadoes. Although my colleagues were trying to make light out of the situation, not knowing what was happening while we were in the tornado tunnels was pretty unsettling. In the tunnels and without cell phone access, we had no way to find out what was happening in the outside world. Once the all clear was given, the conference resumed. Due to the tornadoes, many of us were not in a place to feel like we could return to sessions. Instead, we were drawn to the news, learning that over a dozen tornadoes had touched down in our area. My stress was insignificant to what the Dallas area residents experienced. Think about this. Some people experience chronic stress daily, not knowing when they might eat their next meal, where they may sleep that night, or when they might be able to get away to a safe place. The implications of chronic stress can be devastating. In the brain, when your sensory systems detect stress, the hypothalamus reacts by sending a signal to your adrenal glands. These glands pump adrenaline through the body, initiating a fight or flight response. Shortly thereafter, these glands also pump cortisol, which counteracts the unpleasant aspects of stress. But not all stress is bad. The presence of stress allows us to continue to exist. Without a flexible, immediately available, highly regulated stress response, we would die. It challenges the human species to live, thrive, and perpetuate in an ever-changing world. Pressure can make you more attentive, improving your memory and ability to learn. The effects of stress depend on its timing and duration. The details of the moment make a big difference as to whether the stressor enhances recall or impedes it. Timing and duration are the two major factors that impact stress on learning. Timing refers to when the stress presents itself in relation to a situation or learning experience. Duration refers to the length of time the stressor is present. The memory boost happens for only a relatively short period. Learning and memory take place at synapses, which are junctions through which brain cells communicate. These synapses reside on specialized branch-like protrusions on neurons called dendritic spines. If the brain is under stress and isn't firing properly, learning will suffer. Chronically high cortisol levels released during stress can lead to the death of brain cells in the hippocampus, which is critical to forming long-term memories. Medina's brain rule number 8 is that stressed brains do not learn the same way. Educators must understand the effects of time and space between stress and learning. Stress hormones have a negative effect on learning when they're released in large doses before or after a stressful event. The beneficial effect disappears if the stress is chronic or repetitive. Because stress cannot be avoided and reactions are individualized, learners must explore ways to address and manage it. Outward signs of stress may not be visible to others, therefore stress can impact learning in ways that may go unnoticed. Educators must be aware of how stress affects learning. Educators must also be willing to change existing teaching methods so that learners become more receptive. Common techniques used for diffusing stress include increasing movement and finding ways to engage learners by making learning fun. These two successful strategies have been proven to increase the brain's release of hormones that boost memory and attention. While supporting these techniques, I would encourage further exploration of the notion that mindfulness meditation may be one additional method to reduce stress so that effective learning can take place. Jon Kabat-Zinn is highly regarded as the guru of mindfulness. Over 30 years ago at the University of Massachusetts, he began the MBSR, Mindful-Based Stress Reduction Program. In general terms, Jon defines mindfulness as paying attention in a particular way, on purpose, in the present moment, and non-judgmentally. Through this type of meditation, one experiences how easily mindless habits become rigid. Over time, they become passing thoughts that are present but do not define or confine. As a mind training technique, mindfulness meditation offers processes to rest and tame the mind, experience physical sensations, and release emotional residue in the body. Mindfulness meditation involves practices such as sitting still and attending to one's breath, or simply attending to one's thoughts and emotions as they emerge and dissipate. During meditation, one is able to disconnect from conditioned habitual thought processes driven to seek comfort and avoid pain through a shift in attention to accepting and being with the sensations, feeling, and experience. Mindfulness meditation improves one's skills in concentrating and shifting attention, and it allows for greater insight and awareness. Although practice over time yields the most benefits, 4 days' worth of meditation training showed an increase in mindfulness, improved mood, improved working memory, and improved executive functioning. Infusing mindfulness training as a method to reduce stress and improve learning is an exciting concept worthy of further exploration. Stress cannot be avoided, and we must learn better ways to link coping, learning, and living. When people are able to successfully manage stress, learning and memory increases significantly. Mindfulness meditation positively affects stress. Because chronic stress impacts learning in negative ways, the correlation between the three should not be ignored. The answer may not lie in providing more assessments, training programs, action learning projects, or job assignments. Rather, it may lie in teaching them to pay attention. In my opinion, this is the key.